What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You hear all that water in there? Yeah, that's not normal. We are gonna have to replace all this stuff in here. I have never done it before. I'm not too familiar with plumbing, but I did have a couple of plumbers come out and give me a quote, and holy moly, I'm gonna try and do it myself because the price was astronomical.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors.
It worked fine, and it had some like kind of pulsing to it, so that was kind of weird. We're not super familiar with wells and well pumps, but this one had one. It was established. It worked great. And then a couple days ago, we were watering the garden. All of a sudden, we hear a big explosion, and one of the pipes busted on the well pump. And then at that point, we realized that our water bladder, which is the pressure tank right here, that's what fills up, and it keeps the pressure constant and in between a certain level, and kicks on your well pump switch when this pressure gets low. So we started investigating this a little further and realized a bladder in here was completely filled up. So the first thing I did, I was like, I want to get this thing fixed quickly and be done with it. So I called a couple of plumbers. They showed up and they gave me two quotes. One quote to replace this bladder right here, which is $250 for the one we need, and replace this PVC pipe right here that busted. $2,000. So I pretty much told them, and I'll take care of it myself, because that was just ridiculous. So I'm like, all right, well, let's figure out how they pieced all this fittings together and buy a new well pump or well bladder, which is what we did. And let me show you, it actually turned out to be pretty standard. Here's the well pump, or not, I'm sorry, not the well pump, but the well pump pressure bladder we got. It's just a water worker. It is 32 gallons. So the first thing we're going to start with is getting this disassembled, getting this tank out, draining it, and then we'll try and keep this piece together as much as possible to pull it out, and then we'll just kind of like assemble it like Legos and just copy that original piece and put the new one, all that stuff back in. Got it? Got it? Alright, got it. So we got the old pressure tank pulled out and we got the new one in. That was definitely a booger, and it's really hard to film here because it's such a small little area. But I wanted to show you guys what we're about to install and how easy this is. And like I said, I've had no experiences with wells up until this point. But let me flip you around and show you. Alright, so here's what we got. We have our drilled well, which is right here, and that just has your power cord going down into it with the pipe going to the pump. And the pipe and the power cord are lowered down in there together. And then separate from that, you have your well pressure tank. This is what holds your pressure and keeps you at a constant pressure. On the bottom of this is called a well T, which is very common. This is the piece that I was looking at on the old one, and I was a little bit confused. I thought it was like a custom, iron plumbing made piece, that it was very intricate and hard to do. But after the quotes came in so high, and I was like, I'm just gonna do this myself, I went to Home Depot, and they actually have a well shelf, and this is a standard piece. So and this right here on the ends, this is your inlet, this is your outlet for your house. And then you also have a couple accessory ports off your well tee. On one of those accessory ports, threads right in, is your pressure gauge. On the other, one of the other ports is your blow off valve. There it goes. Just have an opening. You face it down, and if your pressure gets too high, it just blows the water off. Your next fitting on top, you have your pressure switch. It is a 40 to 60, so it's kind of like a little bit higher. It seemed like the standard ones were 30 to 50 psi. I got this one a little bit higher because we kind of have a long run to the house, and that's what we're going to do. And then so your inlet, I'm going to use this adapter. It's threaded, and it will screw right onto the end of the well tee. And then we have a 1-inch PVC pipe going to the well pump. And then you have your other adapter PVC screws onto your actual well pipe right here. So you just take your 1-inch pipe from your well pump to your well tee and connect it. And then we don't have a house right now because we're about to build. So right now all we have is our we just have one little pipe coming off here for our fitting for our garden. So once our house gets built, we'll pull this cap off right here, and then that will actually drop down and run underground to the house, and then we can tee it off wherever we want for outdoor spigots or whatever. So that is what we got. It is super simple. I was really floored about how simple everything was to get, and it was on the same shelf, and I was like, yes, this is going to be way cost effective. So let's get on it. We'll see. Today's not work tomorrow, so. Screw this right here. You might have to screw it in right there. Just don't touch the white stuff because it's glue. Just screw it right there.
Hard. Actually, it's kind of hard to balance it. So, do you want it like tight?
Just snug. I gotta tighten it up.
I can tighten it good.
Yeah, keep on. So these,
do you already have the wires?
Yeah, they'll hook back up in here like that. But let's get our plumbing first. So now we need to connect. First, let's connect this pipe right here. This is our feed pipe. And then we'll connect this pipe. That's for our spigot.
Okay.
And we'll be close to being done. So now we got to make. Look, this is gonna be Legos. So we're gonna drop one down, or we're gonna have it come out just like this. And that bottom is gonna be tight. Because we're going to put another 90 on it going.
So do you want me to hop on this side to
right
screw that in?
It's alright. These are going to be glued on. Okay?
Alright.
The plumbing is all hooked up. It went pretty smooth. The only thing we have to do now is hook up the electrical.
So how are we going to connect the white?
Alright, so what I want you to do, when I say tighten, you tighten this one up.
Alright.
Right here. Snug. Alright, same thing on this side. Boom. That is it, homie.
Want me to put this back on?
Yep. Put that back on. Hang on, let's leave it off until we get it hooked up first. Alright, so we got the tank hooked up, we got everything plumbed. It went pretty smoothly. Now, sorry about some of the glitchiness, if there is any, in the video, because we got a new camera, and this is it right now. The new camera, still haven't figured it out. We got the Canon M50, which seems to be awesome. You know, it's got the flip up screen, which I'm not used to because I'm used to filming on the GoPro. So if you see me looking side to side, I'm just not used to it yet. But one thing, we got it all plumbed out. Mr. Wyatt helped me right here. The only thing on these tanks, depending on what pressure you want, with your pressure switch, we got the 40 to 60 pressure switch to make the pressure a little bit higher for irrigation. So these bladders come pressurized with air, and that's, I don't know exactly how it works, but it kind of compensates and keeps the water pushed down, I think. So depending on what pressure switch you get, you do have to adjust the pressure in the tank to correspond with your switch. So don't forget that. I didn't realize that at first until I read the directions. But let's turn the water on and see if we got any leaks.
3, 2, 1.
It works perfectly. So glad we decided to do this ourselves. The only thing I have to do, I'm gonna get some 2x4s and secure it up there and kind of build a little cage for the top, just because this model for some reason is taller than the old one, but they actually don't fill up with water as much as you think. Our old one was broken, the bladder inside was busted, so it was 30 gallons of water just sitting here. I definitely got to do a little bit of concrete work around here, get this squared away. But other than that, I mean, everything came out really awesome. It was super easy to do. As you can see on the end right here is the cap that'll go to our house when we start building. And then you got your pressure gauge, your pressure switch right here, your relief valve right there. And then this is just an accessory port coming off, going to our garden. And this big pipe right here is the input from the well. And then your pressure switch is wired. And I am neither an electrician or a plumber, but that was super easy and it saved us $2,000. Thanks for watching as always. Sorry I'm so sweaty, and I apologize if the video was a little rough with the lighting and sound. Like I said, we got the new camera, which I'll probably show you guys soon on a new video because I'm super excited about it. I've been saving up for a while for this one, and hopefully it'll show in the new content. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.